Oh yeah, self-sufficiency is at the top of my list. Money is at the top of my list because for as long as you live under somebody's roof, bro, it could be your friend, your parents too, the government, anybody that you depend on for your livelihood or to have a roof over your head will abuse that power. You see, we are just human beings. We're very flawed. And you can say that person is the best person, they have a kind heart. They're from a good family, or they would never do that to me. For as long as you depend on someone for something, they will abuse that power. It's just in their human nature. Try for some people they may have realized this, and I don't have to bang on for about this topic about self-sufficiency for too long because they have either experienced it in their lives. For me, I didn't want the power that, let's say, my friends or my family or even the government have over me. I wanted to become rich for the simple fact that I just want to do my own thing. I don't want somebody to help me in that kind. I don't want to become too rich, but if there's an opportunity to become just decently rich, I wouldn't pass it up. I wouldn't say no, no. But this whole idea of becoming rich is not to buy something, is to travel and to be so self-sufficient that I do not for any reason depend on anybody for anything. That for me is failure. The only failure I could have is to depend on someone or get someone to help me. Now, there are instances where you might need people to, help you. And there's no shame in that. That's not what I'm saying. But it's to sort of be a leech, depend on someone for so long that you become like a lapdog. This person would notice that you you need them. And it's at that point the power dynamics will get out of control. The relationship becomes strained, becomes very toxic. you know it'll become about who has power over who. The person you're depending on has more power over you no matter what you do. And so it becomes about, for someone like me who does not like relationships at all, I do not like to be in a relationship with anyone. With anyone. I don't want to be in a relationship with God. I don't want to be in a relationship with my family or friends or anybody. I entertain, and sometimes it's healthy to socialize with people, but I don't like to be in relationships with anybody. It's just something that I since I was born, since I was a baby, I don't hang around people, bro. I used to be that baby that crawl away from everyone and go do his own thing. Till this day, my mother used to tell me as a little baby, I'll just crawl away from everybody. I was self-sufficient even as a baby. I would eat any damn thing before I cry and go ask for some food, bro. Then just be on my own and carry on to my adulthood. There are moments where I realized the most important thing is self-sufficiency, and I'm not talking about the ones where you go into the woods, or that is important too. But I realized money became so important the moment I realized I just want to be self-sufficient, bro. I don't want to depend on anybody for anything because they will abuse that power over me. And they will just abuse me, do anything that they can get away with simply because I'm living under their roof, for example. That happens with many people when they move in with either their friends or their families, or some landlords even abuse that power. And so self sufficiency should be your number one goal. Your number one goal shouldn't be relationships, it should be money and self sufficiency. Once you're self sufficient, you're able to see a lot of truths about human nature, bro, about yourself as well. You can be as selfish as you want, you can be as whatever you want. And nobody, nobody, I mean nobody can stop you. Because you've learned self sufficient skills, for example. You can make something yourself instead of asking someone else or paying someone else to make it. You can live a certain way where the same way minimalists live. You just need what you need and that's it. You don't need anybody else for anything. You don't need anyone to promote you. You don't need anybody to advance anything in your name. Because by depending on others comes uh, a lot of negativity. A lot of negativity. So self-sufficient, no matter how you look at it, whether you live off grid and you do everything yourself and you're so self-sufficient you don't need the government's for power grid because you have a generator or something of that sort. Those are important. And so the people that often uh, choose the life of self-sufficiency, Those are the true heroes to me in society. Not politicians, not people that protest, not sports stars. The true heroes are those people that show us that we can live without others, or sometimes without the government. Those people I look up to. I grew up looking to people up to people like that. I don't know. I have a fascination with people who just are so self-sufficient, from living off grid to being rich enough that you don't need anyone. Those people I like. I really, really like those people. They impress me. And the people that find peace or have found peace. Those two group of people. There's maybe another group that I'm missing, but that's not the point. The point is self-sufficiency, and that's what you should strive for. Everything else, ignore it. It's just distraction. Self-sufficiency is number one. And please, please, be good. Goodbye. Look up to yourself.